Here in just a little while, I'm going to meet up with some of my biker friends, and we're going to ride over and check out the campground facility at the Alabama-Coushatta tribal lands. The Alabama-Coushatta tribal lands are located between Woodville, Texas and Livingston, Texas. And the reason I want to look at their campground is because I have an idea. I ride an Indian motorcycle. I absolutely love the brand, and of course we like to do things as Indian owners that promote the brand. So I thought it would be cool to have an Indian motorcycle event on a tribal land there at the Alabama-Coushatta tribal land. But one thing I do want to find out, and I think this is very important, I do want to talk to someone connected with the tribe, because I want to make sure that that would not be offensive. The last thing we would want would be to offend some of the indigenous people of North America that live, on and around the tribal land. So I want to go check out the campground facility, see if it'd be suitable for what I have in mind, and then I want to try to visit with someone there on the tribe. Now, I haven't made an appointment or anything, so the odds of actually seeing the chief are probably very slim, but maybe if I could find his office, talk to an assistant or someone, just to kind of get a feel from them, because again, I think it would be, again, cool to have an Indian motorcycle riders event on actual tribal land. But again, the culture's changed over the years, so again, I want to find out if that would be okay with them. Of course, it would also be promoting their tribal lands, and they do, I know they cater to tourists and things of that nature as well. So I'm hoping it'll be a win-win. But stay along for the journey, and we'll see how it goes. Well, as always, we have to follow motorcycle ride etiquette, which means you top off your gas tank before kickstand up time. So I'm going to go and top off my gas tank and then swing by the Diamond S Diner here in China, Texas. At least one of my friends that's going on the ride with me this morning, he plans on going by the diner and having some coffee before kickstand up time. So I'm going to gas up my bike and go and see if Danny has arrived at the Diamond S Diner here in China. Well, it looks like we're only about 7 miles from the Alabama-Coushatta Tribal Cultural Center. My family has always been fascinated with the indigenous people of North America. We're supposed to have a Native American heritage on both my father's side of the family and my mother's side of the family. Now, that does go back several generations. My understanding is I had a distant relative that actually lived on the tribal land. I'm going to see if they have any archives that I could go back and look that up and verify that. And I remember coming more than once as a child to the Alabama-Coushatta tribal lands and as a young adult. It's really a fascinating place. It's here in East Texas, between Woodville, Texas and Livingston. If you've never been to this part of East Texas, it's referred to as the Piney Woods for obvious reasons. There are dense pine forests here in this part of Texas. We have rolling hills, really nice, pleasant scenery. So it's an interesting place to visit, an interesting place to live. So, as I said earlier, I'm on a mission today to see about having an Indian motorcycle event here on the tribal land. So I'll let you know how that goes after we arrive at we're going to first go to the cultural center, and then probably from there over to the camp area. They have a nice campground from what I understand, so I'm eager to check it out. So my navigation tells me we'll be turning left in less than a mile. We'll be turning on to the State Park Road 56. As I mentioned, I came here as a child, so I always have fond memories of coming to the tribal lands. They used to do a play in their amphitheater, kind of a Trail of Tears kind of play. I don't know that they do that anymore. I don't think they do. I think they discontinued the play. Let's see, we're getting pretty close here, 4/10 of a mile. They also used to give a bus tour through the woods. Again, I don't know if they do that anymore either. I want to kind of find out that information today as well. Okay, we're about to turn in. It says, welcome, Alabama-Coushatta Tribe of Texas. Pay attention to what I'm doing here. I'm reading signs and I should be watching for 18-wheelers. Okay, I'm on the Park Road. Somewhere down here will be the tribal center. We'll have to leave here to go find the, I don't think the campground is down here. The campground may be down in this area too. I'm not really sure. It says 3/10 of a mile to get to where we're going. They also have a restaurant, a casino, a number of things here on the tribal land. I know the restaurant down here has good food. I've been here. I know I've been here with the Indian riders, Indian motorcycle riders of Southeast Texas. Oh, let's see. Some senior citizen. They may have to park and look around here. It says I have reached our destination, so see if I can figure out where the actual cultural center is. As we often do, we back in. We don't want to have to try to push these heavy bikes. It looks like the cultural center here is here across the street, but I think we're going to go in where the restaurant and casino is to use the restroom. At our age, you never pass an opportunity to use the restroom. Then we'll go across the street and see what we can find out here. But like I said earlier, the restaurant here is really good. Well, I mentioned earlier, I think that they have a restaurant and a casino here on the tribal lands. I think actually the casino is referred to as a gaming center. But I did get to talk to some officials here with their camp facility and with their tribal office, and they seemed very receptive on having an Indian motorcycle owners event here on their campground facility. The campground is fantastic. They have cabins, a lake, tent sites, RV sites. I was envisioning us, renting the pavilion here for the weekend, or at least for the Saturday of the event. So I'm hoping maybe we can do something here in the spring. But I'll certainly be posting on my channel and social media if we're able to put this together. But it seems really promising. And even if if we don't do the event, you could certainly come here and camp. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility. Actually today, here we are in the middle of July, and it was 82 degrees and we left the house, which was very pleasant for this time of year. But there's fishing and other activities that you could certainly enjoy here on the campground. I'm excited about the possibility of us doing an Indian motorcycle event here on the Alabama-Coushatta Reservation. So I'll keep you posted on how that goes. Of course, if you come to the reservation, you can also have some encounters with some wildlife. I don't know how close he'll let me get. There's actually an armadillo over here by the tree. Nice looking little animal with his full armor on. Let's see how close he'll let me get. It's kind of a, let me get fairly close. Wow. If I can get up close enough, he's just kind of sitting there still. There he goes. I think he's had enough human being time there. He's going to wander around. See if I can get a little closer. Nice looking little animal. All right, we'll back off and leave you alone. Well, look at there. He got to touch him.
See, I could have caught him.
Not every day you get to.
I didn't have a coat in my hand.
Not every day you get to touch an armadillo. Wow. Yeah. So this is a.
They can smell real good and they can hear real good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You notice where he jumped up?
Yeah.
If you straddle one with your car, he'll jump up and hit the bottom of your car.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what kills them.
Well, you saw him. He actually touched him.
Yeah,
As he jumped up, he got to.
If I wouldn't have had the bottle in my hand, I'd have caught him.
You don't want him. What, they got leprosy?
Oh man, yeah, they're leopards.
They're the ones that got leprosy.
Is that good eating? I don't know. I know they eat everything. People eat everything else.
When you
My
clean
grandpa claimed they
them, you
were.
clean them, it looks like spam.
Spam. That's a walking can of spam.
Yeah.
Okay, Samantha, what's the message you have for us?
Be sure to like and subscribe.